Hey guys, so I have a strategy for the limited time illusory tower floor 1. It's a very simple strat. We're just using DE Gojo and then any red DPS. You don't have to use Kakuganji here, you can use anybody. Even SSR Momo would work, or SR Momo, maybe even SR Nanami. Well, it doesn't matter who you use. Of course, Kakuganji is the best option, but again, if you don't have them, you don't have to use them. I'm going to use them because I think a lot of my viewers do have them, but for the ones that don't, yeah, don't worry about it. This stage is easy enough that you can use anyone. In terms of the red DPS, you can use Yuji, Nobara, Yuta, or Toji. It doesn't really matter at all. This stage is easy enough that they all do the job just fine. There are ways you can clear this with domain Megumi and stuff like that, but it's very RNG based, and so those videos are, barely strategies in my opinion. So I'm not going to bother making guides like that, because you have to get lucky with who these guys target, right? The fight basically revolves around killing off these two minions and then bursting the boss down before he re-summons them. Gojo makes that really easy by stunning them, of course, and stunning the boss as well, so he can't re-summon on the next turn. But even without Gojo, there is ways you can do it as long as you time things properly. This boss also, if he's above 40% HP, then he has his resurrection status applied to him. So ideally, you would want to get him below 40 and then finish him off, but it doesn't really matter if he revives, to be honest. So you can just kill him and then just kill him again once he comes back, and there's no issue with that most of the time. Now we're gonna focus down one of these minions. Let's just kill this one, then we're gonna hit the boss. We don't want to kill off this left minion, because if we kill both of them, then on the next turn the boss just revives both, okay? And we don't want that, right? These minions don't drain on turns 2, 3, or 2 or 3, only on turn 1. So yeah, there isn't that much RNG, thankfully. Oh wait, not gonna pop that. Kill off this minion here with another skill 3. Now you can see the damage cut buff is gone, right? Now we can ult the boss. Again, we could have just used skill 3 and then got him below a certain HP, let him revive, and then finish him off with ult. But you can do it this way too, it doesn't really matter at all. Okay, and then now I will show you Red Nobara, Yuta, and Toji as well. Sorry if my voice sounds off, I got kinda sick. Okay. When it comes to Nobara, we're going to use Pride. Honestly, Gojo does enough damage to pretty much solo DPS this fight by himself. So as long as you have anybody adding just a little bit more, you'll clear this pretty easily. Nice, Gojo got targeted again. I've noticed that it's a very high chance that they'll target Gojo. So yeah, when it does happen, that's nice. It's not a 100% chance though. I've seen them target the others before as well. Okay. Now we're... Oh. we're going to skill 1 the boss. Another skill 1 on the boss. Now I'm going to skill 3. Now I'm going to get actually, yeah, I'll just do this. I could have waited until next turn to ult and then just finish him off that way, but either way, it takes 2 turns to kill him anyways. Let's see if this kills. It might, with Gojo's damage as well. I think it will. No, I guess not. Okay, we'll finish him off this turn. And moving on to Yuta. With Yuta, we're not going to bother using Pride, because we don't really need to. Just going to use non-standard. Of course you can use Pride, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, see, this time they targeted Yaga, but it's okay. We're gonna save our buffs for a bit because he got drained. Start buffing now. We're going to ult. Skill 2 on Yuta. Now we're going to ult. Again, we could just skill 3 and then ult next turn. Actually, let me just do that so I can show you guys that the resurrection does disappear when he's below 40% HP. Now he's below 40%, and you'll see that on the beginning of the turn, he no longer has the resurrection, right? So now we can just finish him off. We don't even need to ult. Look at his HP, but we're just gonna do it for fun. And And then finally Toji. So doing enough damage is not the tricky part, right? It's just if you didn't read into the boss mechanics, then knowing when you can do damage and the conditions to do damage, that's kind of the hard part. Because if you just let him revive his minions, you know, again and again, and you don't time the burst window properly, you could end up in a situation where it's very awkward to clear. Now we do Toji. Yaga got drained again, but it's fine. Sucks that I'm not critting, but it's okay. Okay, now I'm going to ult. This Gakuganji skill 3 should kill off both of these, but just in case it doesn't kill off this one, I'm going to target this one with my skill 2. If it does die, then Toji will just hit the boss instead, which is fine. Okay. Now we're going to skill 2 the boss. And he loses his resurrection, and now we can just ult and finish him off. Very easy stage. It's just about knowing what the boss's gimmick is. Okay, I hope this is helpful. Bye guys.